Hi everyone, Tasha here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm creating a spring themed card using items from Dare to Be Artsy. To start, I'm making my own stencil using the two raindrops from the Land and Cloud border die set and a piece of vellum. I took the two little raindrops and just used this scrap piece of vellum and ran it through my mini Cricut tool. This little tool is pretty old, but any die cutting machine would do. And I ran it through a total of 3 times. I have a little grouping and then 2 individual raindrops. I also have a circular die stencil that I created with the Dare to Be Artsy circular die set, and that's going to create a spotlight effect on my card. For the colors, I'm using Tumbled Glass and Kitsch Flamingo Distress Oxide ink, and I'm just blending in my raindrops to create a pattern within that circle. I like the combination of this pink and the blue. You have little pops of blue, little pops of pink, and then you have some purple when the colors kind of blend together. I think it's really pretty, and it's just an interesting look, and I like the way it looks, so it's not just a solid blue color. So I went around to fill in that circle with my raindrops, and it gave a really fun pattern. And I also went over the whole circular area with the tumbled glass, just using the extra ink on my brush. So I do like how that looks. It just really pops against the solid white coloring. To add a little more color to the edges, I went around again with tumbled glass, and this just brought in some blue, so it's not solid white, but the white really does pop because you have it framed with the blue, and then you have that center spotlight. And I love the way it looks. It just gives a really pretty spring look, and then you have these cool raindrops in the background, and I think it's a really fun way to use your die sets to create your own stencils. The stamp set I'm using is called April Showers, and I'm going to use the main image and one of the sentiments. I started by stamping with Dare to Be Artsy Totally Black ink, and this is a really good ink if you're going to be coloring because it's a hybrid ink. It dries fast and it stamps nice and dark. I went in a second time just to make sure I had a really dark image, and then I ran it through my little cutter using the coordinating die set. And this coordinating die set punches out the little raindrops too if you chose to use them. Once I colored up my image, this is how she looks, super cute. I wanted to go in and kind of get my placement together. I'm using a piece of Dare to Be Artsy plaid paper, a piece of glitter paper, and then the spotlight center card that I created. And now I have to pick out my sentiment. So I was having kind of trouble deciding which sentiment to use because there's so many to choose. So I placed my image on my Misty so I can kind of figure out where I wanted my sentiment to go. I decided on Thanks for Brightening My Rainy Day. I like that sentiment, and I thought it fit really good with this little rain background. So instead of stamping in just a black ink, I used Dare to Be Artsy Paradise ink, which is kind of like a deep teal color. It's really pretty. I like it for when I do summer or water cards, but it's also good for the springtime card as well. To attach my layers, I'm using the Duck Brand tape runner, and this one's permanent. It's a really good tape runner, I think, and it works really well for glitter paper. I think that the paper sticks to the glitter with this tape runner really well. So I went in and attached my bottom layer first, which I usually do, and then I attached my top layer. I usually start from the bottom and work my way up just to make sure I don't make any mistakes. For the girl, I decided to use some foam tape just to make her kind of stand up against that cool background I created. So I just went in with some foam tape, cut the pieces to fit around the image, and then I adhered that center card to the card base. The card is 5.5 by 5.5 size, so it'll fit into a 6x6 envelope perfectly. And then I attached the girl to the card. I think this turned out really fun, and I love the raindrops behind her. So this little image, isn't she cute? I just love this little girl with the umbrella. I have so many ideas on what to do with those rain boots, but I did just use pink and like a pretty kind of a teal color blue. I like that color combination, but I was thinking even some yellow boots would be fun for this, so I might have to make another card. So I hope you guys enjoyed this spring card for today, and I'll talk to you later. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.